Hello guys and welcome back. My name is Kazem Mordi and in this video I'm going to talk about generics. What exactly are generics? Is a way to create classes regardless of data type. We have learned a lot about generics before. And these are kind of generics. It can accept any type of data like a string, like int, like booleans, like a list or everything can be accepted in a list. And we have also maps. Maps are implemented using the generic data types. Uh, because of that, we can use any type of data that we want in our uh, list or even the maps. So before I will started to actually trying to create generics, let's go to create something without using generics, and we will shorten with generics later. So I'm going to create a simple variable. I'm going to create a class called int data, which has a data, yeah, and also a constructor in data with this data. Okay, and I'm going to create another type of data with the same. Sorry, I think okay, and I'm going to it should be uppercase. Okay, okay, change it to uppercase letter and like this. Okay, and I'm going to create another class with the same name and double data, which actually sorry. So another thing for double, and I'm going to change this variable to double. Sorry for uppercase double. And if you want to instantiate this one, we can do it like this. For example, in data, I int data, and then take, for example, 50 as its constructor. And for the double, we need to again instantiate like this, and then um, pass the double as its parameter. As you see, we take two classes in order to like two same classes that actually do the same stuff, but with different data types. And because of that, it take about 14 lines of code, which is really great, very too long for the simple classes. And because of that, we need to use generics in order to shorten our code and reuse our code later. How can I do that? I'm going to remove all these classes. I'm going to create a class called data, which has a two uh, symbol like this, and then write t as a type for this one. And then I'm going to create a variable called data, and I'm going to create a constructor for this data class and pass this data as its parameter. Okay, and that's it for the data class. And if I want to create a data type for int, I'm going to call data int. If I want to create a data class for double, I'm going to create a sorry data class for double like this, and can do the same stuff like this for all class I want. And if I run this code, you will see that um, I think I need to print this stuff. Okay, print d semicolon at the end of it. If I run this code, you will see that 50 would be written and instance of the double, because we didn't type data because it will actually try to print the whole class. That was for the class, and let's check out how to create generic methods. In order to create generic method, it's super simple. All you need to write it, for example, t as the return type, for example, and I'm going to generate, for example, task, nothing important, and I'm going to pass parameter. This t is a data type that we get from the user or developer, and I'm going to, for example, take t as a value for this part, and I'm going to return the value that we have return. Okay, and if I want to use this generate task, very simple. All we need to check, for example, task named int, and then type, for example, 15. That's it. That's how we create generic classes. And we can also return void, for example, not important, but you need to check, be careful because you need to do not need to return something like that. Because I want to return the same value, I change this part to the t. It can be returned anything. That's not important at all. But you need to be careful. The data type that you have want to take as a value must be present in this symbol between this symbol like this. And if I want to take two parameters, we need to add it another one. For example, y. Not it's not important for the name. And y, for example, value 2. Okay, and it would we can. But you must remember to add this again later. For example, int. Both of them want to be int, and the thing is 30. But you must be careful because sorry, I forget. You must be very careful because uh, we actually try to create two classes, two data types that take different um, types, and we can also like before we can add int, for example, and if you want to add int, there is no need to add it like this. It's we can use it like before, and it's not necessary to use you must use the generated data types all the times in generic methods. Sometimes you want to restrict your data types. For example, this data I want it just to be a number. In order to do that, you need to inherit from the nums. If you do that, data types only accept int or double. And if I want to use a string with this type, there would be error because a string is not inherited from the nums. Nums are only create are only a class that is parent class of integer and double, and all the numbers are part of the num class. And it is same for the variables and methods. Sorry, we need to extend, for example, nums if I want to make it restrict the methods data type. And it's not necessary to be num is not necessary to have to be the only classes. We can also create classes and inherit it from that, and we can directly use the class that we want. For example, I want to create a class called shape, which has I want to create an abstract class. Okay, abstract class shape, which has a parameter called shape, um, a string is shape. Super simple, and in the class we create a constructor for this part. I want to create a shape as constructor. Super simple. And I want to create a multiple class with this part. For example, I want to create, no, sorry, create a class called circle, which extends from this shape, or even implement this shape. Implement this shape. Implement this shape as an interface. Implements shape, and I want to override this method, and I want to override this string, then the name of shape, and I want to pass, for example, circle to this part. Very simple. And I want to create another class called rectangle. Rectangle, okay, which again implements shape, but um, return rectangle. I want to only and my data type only extend from the shape class, okay, and because of that This data class only accepts circle and rectangle as as it as the data type that is accepted. Gil, sorry, I think. And because of that, this is the data class I want. For example, rectangle and sorry, circle, which is like this, and also rectangle. And or even like this, we can accept only shape. And because it's a shape, we can only accept circle or rectangle as the data type. And that's enough for writing for the data classes. And I talk about most of the thing that we learned before, and almost everything about generics are explained in this video. I think that's enough. Thank you for watching and happy coding.